Ryan Wilson here from Predator Inc. Today I'm standing in front of the ATR V6. The ATR V6 is a limited production vehicle that we build in-house. We've been building Hummers for about 19 years now. This is one of 20, and the production number is going to be 20, so after that we're done with this vehicle. The ATR V6 stands for All-Terrain Reconnaissance Vehicle, 6 standing for the seating arrangement in the back of the truck. Inside this truck we can seat 6 full-size grown men comfortably, and it's not just a matter of, we did not throw in a bench seat and call it good. We actually cut out the floorboards, replated the whole entire inside of the truck, sub-mounted the seats. They're shifted back quite a way, so you have a lot of leg room. Just a phenomenal setup. Now, this is a very customized vehicle, and we give you a lot of options with this platform. However, the heart and soul of the truck is the Duramax diesel conversion that we performed on the truck. We built up the Duramax engine as well as the Allison transmission and selectable two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive transfer case. We have our own engine lab, engine dyno, all in-house. We can custom tune, custom design, custom build virtually everything you want to do on the engine, transmission, transfer case with our own craftsmen. Now, with that platform, you're going to get about 20 miles per gallon, sometimes a little bit more. If I'm driving, probably a little bit less. However, it gives you a lot of flexibility with the selectable transfer case. On the highway, you can run a two-wheel drive. You drop it into all-wheel drive in some adverse conditions, maybe some wet weather or ice. And if you're going rock crawling, you drop in a four-wheel drive. Now, on the front of the truck, we've got the Viper winch system, fully blacked out. We have custom options. You can leave the front plates on there in the aluminum finish, or you can do custom colors on there. Gives you a lot of different options with it. Integrated into there, we have the Warren 12,000 pound winch. You can go with a bigger winch if you want to, a smaller winch. Again, custom tailored to your specific needs. We also have flush mounted lights built into it. The other really unique thing about the Viper winch and why I really like that system is the integration with the brush guard. Our D-ring brush guard integrates into the actual Viper winch system and has the mounts inside that allow it to pivot forward, stops out, but you don't have these cumbersome big mounts bolted on the outside. It's literally integrated into it. It looks like the fit and finish is designed specifically for that D-ring brush guard and this truck, which it was. Now, coming out to the outside of the truck, we have fully LED light package. We have LED headlights, turn lights, signal lights, LED halo lighting all the way around, and pretty cool here is the Kevlar finish that we put on this truck. We can do custom colors, all kinds of different custom colors, both paint but also the Kevlar finish. Kevlar is kind of neat because it gives you like a textured finish, but it gives you an incredible amount of strength. So if you take this thing off-road, you hit brush, I would say heavy rocks, you'll probably scratch it, but light rocks, light abrasion, some pretty good sized limbs, it's just not going to show. This stuff is just really, really tough. And then coming back through the truck, we're running our custom rims, 20s. You can opt for 18s if you want to. We're pretty happy with the 20s. We haven't had any problems in off-road conditions with them, but again, 18s may be a little bit better if you are rock crawling. Gives you a little bit more sidewall that you can deflate the tires and kind of give you a little bit better bite. But again, a lot of custom options there. Okay, so on the side profile of the vehicle, you can see the whole exoskeleton, the design on the half doors. You can also pop these guys off and we can custom build full-size doors if you want to. You can also do this ATR V6 platform on a wagon as well and get the 6-passenger seating and built into the back. And then in that situation, you wouldn't have the half door option. Probably want to just keep the factory doors on there. But again, fully customized options on this truck. Now, down here on the rock skids, we also have this integrated step to get in and out of the truck. Gives you a little bit of distance getting in and out as opposed to trying to jump over it. You can also see the angle of this. This has this angle in there designed for rocks. So you can use that as a pivot point when under heavy off-road condition, primarily rock crawling or tight trails. This platform is pretty wide, as you know, so a lot of times you can use that side and just pivot right on a rock and come around. Now all this is all textured powder coated, so when you do get a heavy scratch in it and you damage it, you can literally touch it up with a bottle of spray paint. Very simple, it's almost a perfect match. Coming back here, you see the whole LED halo lighting. For ingress and egress, you have these handles here on the front as well as back here. can see part of the roll cage design coming around here. You can integrate the 5-point harnesses. We opted for the 3 points. It's just a little bit comfortable for most driving conditions, but if you are doing some heavy rock crawling, you probably want to opt for the 4 or 5-point harnesses, and it's all set up for that. So continuing back on the ATR V6, we have the rear of the truck. Probably one of the most prominent things is the badging across the back. We can do custom badging for you as well. However, you've got the full slant back roll cage design here. Again, custom options are available there. You can also see the 6-passenger seating. 6-passenger seating has a full roll cage that comes around the back side of that as well. And in the back of the truck here, we have enough room for a full-size spare, which is necessary on this truck, just in case, because you're not going to find a spare on the highway, that's for sure. Coming down here, we've got the search and rescue winch bumper. Now, the unique thing about this winch bumper is, besides it over our stock winch bumper, is this protrusion on the back here. This protrusion allows for a lot larger winches. You can run it up to 16,500 pound winch if you want to. My opinion is probably overkill, but heck, it fits in there, might as well run it. In this truck, we ran the 12,000 pound winch. It is considerably lighter, and that was perfect for our needs on this lighter platform. The top plate has been powder coated black. Again, custom options here as well. You can leave it in the raw aluminum finish. We can anodize it. We can do all kinds of different custom colors. So limitless possibilities there. We also have a reverse camera here that's integrated into the rear view mirror, which has a monitor built into it. Very simple design, very effective. And then the full roll cage integration into the winch bumper here, and quick disconnects as I spoke about earlier. The lights as well are all LED. These are custom tail lights, so stop, turn, and your running lights, as well as reverse lights. Now, we don't have reverse lights built into this. You probably didn't even notice it. They're just amazing integration here. Just tiny little reverse lights here as well as here. So great form and function with that as well. We have the 6-passenger seating here. As you can see, 4 full-size race seats across the back. We have another 2 in the front. However, pretty unique. You can see this right off the bat. We have the 2 center seats here, offset to the rear. What that does is it gives us a lot of leg room. In addition to that, it's sub-mounted down below the normal level of the seat, or the floorboard here. Normal floorboard comes across here. This tunnel is about this high. So we have gained about 6 inches of clearance here. And what that does for us is gives us a lot of leg room. We are able to sub-mount this down. We're doing that because we have a full custom fuel cell. We also have integrated steps here, as well as on the other side, that gives you additional leg room. So if you want to have your leg come down on this side or on the other side, you can do that. We also have this roughly a 45-degree angle on this kick panel here, and your feet can go right up against there and rest against that. The seats are all reclining seats, so it gives you a number of different custom options if you want it vertical or laid back quite a bit. We've got the 3-point harnesses or 3-point seat belts, and we also have it set up for 4-point or 5-point harnesses if you want to. Again, I still like the 3 points for most all use, but if you are doing some extreme off-roading, you may want to opt for like 4 points or 5 points. And that wraps up the 6-passenger seating. Okay, so we're in the cockpit of the ATR V6. As you can see here, pretty straightforward. It's a H1 Hummer dash. You've got your volts, oil pressure, your speedo, RPM, your water temperature, and your fuel level. Again, pretty standard. We're using Autometer gauges, which are nothing but the best out there. Blacked out gauges. You can do custom gauges if you want to. We can do brush finish here. These are billet aluminum, and then we powder coated them black to match the rest of the theme on the truck. Over here we have just your standard switches. We want to kind of keep it simplified. You've got your headlights, running lights, as well as your windshield wiper, and then finally your HVAC fan, your blower motor here. Down here you have your check engine light as well as your brake light. So again, keeping it just simple, straightforward. We have a lot of stuff going on here, but the overall look is very simple. Over on this side, we have the Infinity sound system, waterproof unit. You can tie it in via Bluetooth to your cell phone, to an iPod. You can tie it into the infotainment system over here. There's a number of different options. You can even run a 3.5mm jack, which we have kind of hidden up underneath here, as well as a USB cable. So you've got options there as far as how you want to tie it, how you want to have that connectivity to the stereo system. Now, getting over to the heart and soul of the infotainment system is an iPad mini. Turn it on here. Now this is a really cool feature. Slide it. Now obviously this is pretty simple, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can custom change that into whatever code you want to have, and then you can actually start your truck here. So just simply hit the start button, fire it up. I'm not going to do it because you won't hear me. Then we have fog lights, you have your rear lights, headlights, upper front lights, left lights on the left hand side, and this is part of your halo system. You've got your gauges to turn those on. If you want to start the truck, you're going to turn your ignition on, gauges on, and start the truck. And then coming up here, you have additional options here that aren't labeled. So if you want to custom tailor the truck into having some more additional lights, maybe some additional features, maybe a DVD system, a surround sound system that you want to have switches for, you can tie it in here. You can also tie in, and we have the switches already tied into the unit. We just don't have it labeled right now, but you can label those and have the windshield wiper controls here. You can have the winch controls here. I mean, it's virtually endless on this system here. Now, this is another app that you can load into here. We have the option to also put it onto another device, so your cell phone if you want to. You have all kinds of different options. You can get into diagnostics, run trouble codes. You can go check out freeze frames, on and on. Now let's go back here. Dashboard. Again, you can customize your gauges and have the same information show up right here. So you just switch over to a different app and you're ready to go. You can hook up your EGT gauge into here. There's just so many different functions, so many different gauges that you can choose, as you can see there. So the list goes on and on. It's kind of endless as far as utilizing this iPad as your infotainment system and connecting it into the truck. So that's it for the infotainment system and how it ties in, and the Infinity sound system.